If you ever wanted to know what would happen if you combine the fighting prowess of the Vikings with the religious fervor of the early Christians, then the Varangian Guard is for you. The Varangian Guard was an elite military force that acted as the personal bodyguards of the Byzantine emperors from the 8th to the 11th centuries. Despite their Scandinavian origin, these men converted to Eastern Orthodox Christianity and swore an oath to protect the emperors with their lives. They were renowned for their incredible martial skills and unwavering commitment to their duty, making them one of the most feared and respected units in medieval history. Their story began in the rugged lands of Scandinavia, where they were born. The Vikings were known as fierce warriors who raided and pillaged across Europe. But not all Vikings were cut from the same cloth. Some of them were looking for more than just plunder and glory. A small but significant number of Vikings sought to live a life of faith. And the emerging Christian kingdoms of the north offered them a chance to do just that. But it was in the Byzantine Empire where these two worlds, the Viking and the Christian, truly collided. In 864 AD, a group of Varangian mercenaries known as the Rus came to Constantinople to offer their services to the emperor. They were impressed by the city's wealth and its grand churches, and they soon found themselves enlisting in the imperial army. Over the next few decades, more and more Vikings followed their lead, drawn to the promise of adventure, riches, and a chance to serve a higher purpose. The Varangians quickly made a name for themselves in the Byzantine army. They were fierce fighters, but they were also devout Christians. And their combination of martial skill and religious conviction made them a force to be reckoned with. By the 10th century, they were no longer just mercenaries. They were an integral part of the imperial military, defending the borders of the empire from the Arabs in the south and the Bulgarians to the north. But perhaps their greatest contribution to Byzantine history was their service as the emperor's personal bodyguards. The emperor was not just the political leader of the empire. He was also considered the divine representative of Christ on earth, and so his protection was of the utmost importance. The Varangians took this responsibility very seriously. They were hand-selected for their physical prowess and their unwavering loyalty, and they lived with their emperor, sharing his joys and his dangers. There was only one problem. While popular with the population and effective as bodyguards, the Varangians weren't actually very good at being bodyguards. You see, they were loyal to the emperor, yes, but their loyalty was to the office of the emperor, not necessarily to the actual man sitting on the throne. So when an emperor died or was deposed, the Varangian Guard would often switch their allegiance to the new emperor, which wasn't exactly ideal when you needed your bodyguards to be, well, not traitors. Despite this little quirk, the Varangians continued to serve as the emperor's bodyguards for centuries. They were there to protect him during his public appearances, to accompany him on his campaigns, and to defend him in the event of an attack. Their presence was a constant reminder of the emperor's power and authority, and it served to keep the peace in an often tumultuous empire. However, as the centuries passed, the role of the Varangian Guard began to diminish. The empire was in decline, and with it, the need for an elite bodyguard unit also declined. By the 12th century, the Varangian Guard no longer existed, but their legacy lived on in the annals of Byzantine history. They were a testament to the adaptability of the Vikings, who were able to integrate into one of the most sophisticated civilizations of their time. And they were a reminder of the power of faith, which was able to transcend cultural boundaries and unite people from different backgrounds. So the next time you find yourself in the grand halls of Byzantine history, keep an eye out for the Varangian Guard. They may be gone, but their legend most certainly lives on. Now check out 10 insane facts about the samurai that will make you question everything.
You thought you knew about these legendary warriors.
If you found this interesting or learned something new, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content like this. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload.